Get ready, because Google Trends Hub is dropping the hottest news that's shaking up the internet. First, we're diving into Google's massive policy shift on YouTube, potentially bringing back banned accounts. Then, we're exploring how YouTube creators are completely revolutionizing Hollywood with their unique approach. We'll also uncover the explosive details about the Biden administration's alleged pressure on Google regarding political speech. And finally, get the inside scoop on YouTube reinstating conservative accounts after a major investigation. Stick around, you won't want to miss this. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. Google's About Face on YouTube bans is sending shockwaves through the digital world. This isn't just a minor tweak. Google announced a significant policy reversal, stating they will now reinstate YouTube accounts that were previously banned for political speech. This major shift comes after the tech giant admitted to facing pressure from the Biden administration to remove content, particularly related to COVID-19. The details emerged in a document shared with the House Judiciary Committee, revealing a complex interplay between government influence and platform moderation. This new policy could have massive implications, potentially impacting prominent figures like FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino, former White House counterterrorism chief Sebastian Gorka, and War Room podcast host Steve Bannon. These individuals, among others, faced bans for content concerning COVID-19 or election integrity. Now, YouTube is offering a path back for creators whose channels were terminated under policies that are no longer active, signaling a commitment to a broader spectrum of political discourse. The company's acknowledgement of pressure from the Biden administration to remove COVID-19 misinformation, while asserting its moderation was based on internal policies, highlights a delicate balancing act. The rollback of these specific policies suggests a move towards prioritizing free expression, a move that resonates within a broader context of Republican-led investigations into big tech censorship practices. Social media users and political commentators are buzzing about this development, with many seeing it as a victory for free speech advocates. Analysts are closely watching how this policy change will affect content moderation and the online political landscape moving forward. But what does this mean for the future of online discourse and who gets to speak? Next, we're diving into how YouTube's own creators are not just participating in, but actively redefining the entertainment industry, even schooling Hollywood itself. Forget Hollywood, YouTube creators are rewriting the script for entertainment. In a fascinating development, YouTube's biggest creators, alongside NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, recently gathered with YouTube CEO Neil Mohan to celebrate the platform's NFL Sunday Ticket partnership. But beyond the game, the real story is the rise of a parallel studio system that's challenging traditional Hollywood. This new model is faster, cheaper, and connects directly with audiences at a scale studios can only dream of. Independent filmmakers and content creators are operating in a space where direct audience feedback is king. Unlike the auteur theory often found in independent film, YouTube creators treat comment sections like gospel, iterating in real time. This dynamic is forcing Hollywood to pay attention. Figures like Dihar Man, known for his high drama, uplifting stories with millions of subscribers, and Adam Wahid, Adam W., famous for his relatable comedy shorts, are leading the charge. Man emphasizes personal storytelling and rapid iteration, explaining that YouTube doesn't operate like traditional film production. You never succeed on your first time. As soon as you put something out there, you have to look at the community you're building and get real-time feedback. Adam Wahid echoes this sentiment, highlighting how creators build content with their audience, not just asterisk for asterisk them. He notes, "You can't do that on Netflix or Disney." This real-time feedback loop allows for immediate adjustments, a stark contrast to the year-long production cycles of movies. Even as creators like Wahid venture into feature films with significant budgets, they often plan to premiere them on YouTube, challenging the notion that the platform is only for short-form content. YouTube CEO Neil Mohan sees this as the future, stating, "If you have a creative vision and an idea, then YouTube should be the place to connect with the audience, whatever that format is." He points to Bollywood star Amir Khan releasing his film on YouTube post-theatrical run as an example of distribution innovation. The platform offers diverse business models, from ads to memberships, empowering creators to connect with their audience on their own terms. This creator-led movement is transforming how stories are told and distributed, with every upload a premiere and every comment a valuable note. The speed of culture is now dictating the pace of content creation, leaving traditional Hollywood models in the dust. But as these creators forge new paths, what happens when the very platforms they use are scrutinized for their content policies? Next, we're uncovering explosive details about government pressure on Google and YouTube regarding political speech and the surprising consequences for banned accounts. Government pressure on Google and YouTube over political speech is under the microscope. In a stunning disclosure to the House Judiciary Committee, Google's parent company, Alphabet, acknowledged that the Biden administration exerted unacceptable and wrong pressure to remove YouTube content related to COVID-19. This revelation comes amidst a years-long investigation into tech companies' content moderation practices, particularly concerning political speech. Alphabet's senior counsel stated in a letter that it is unacceptable and wrong when any government, including the Biden administration, attempts to dictate how the company moderates content. The company detailed how, during the 2020 pandemic, Biden administration officials, including President Biden himself, pressed Google to remove YouTube content about COVID-19 that did not violate the platform's existing policies. This created a political atmosphere that sought to influence platforms based on concerns about misinformation. During this period, thousands of accounts were reportedly shut down for violating COVID-19 and election integrity policies. Notable figures affected included FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino, former White House counterterrorism advisor Sebastian Gorka, and War Room podcast host Steve Bannon. These bans were often for content questioning mask effectiveness, suggesting election fraud, or making inflammatory comments about public health officials. However, Google's approach has evolved, and the company now allows a wide range of content regarding COVID-19 and elections. Consequently, Google has committed to reinstating YouTube accounts that received permanent bans under policies the company has since discontinued. YouTube values conservative voices on its platform and recognizes that these creators have extensive reach and play an important role in civic discourse, the company stated. This development follows intense scrutiny from the Republican-led House Judiciary Committee, which has been investigating alleged speech suppression by tech companies. Representative Jim Jordan hailed the letter as a massive win for the First Amendment and freedom, promising continued efforts to protect free speech. The debate has also been amplified by recent controversies surrounding media personalities and their shows, highlighting the ongoing tension between free expression and content moderation. But the story doesn't end with policy changes. It's about who is actually getting their voices back. And next, we're revealing exactly which conservative accounts are being reinstated by YouTube, and the full story behind the investigation that led to this decision. YouTube is officially reinstating conservative accounts once banned for misinformation, following a major investigation. In a significant move, YouTube's parent company, Alphabet, confirmed in a letter to House Judiciary Committee Chair Jim Jordan that the platform will reinstate accounts previously banned for violating misinformation policies. The company stated that these bans were partly due to pressure from Biden administration officials during the COVID-19 pandemic, creating a political atmosphere that influenced content removal. The letter detailed how accounts of several conservative figures, including FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino, former White House counterterrorism chief Sebastian Gorka, and Steve Bannon, were among those removed for violating policies on misinformation related to COVID-19 and election integrity. Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s nonprofit, Children's Health Defense, was also mentioned. YouTube's parent company asserted that it is unacceptable and wrong when any government attempts to dictate how Alphabet moderates content, signaling a commitment to protecting free expression. This decision comes after a months-long investigation by the House Judiciary Committee, which has been probing allegations of censorship by big tech companies. The committee equated Alphabet's letter to an admission of political censorship. This echoes similar claims made by Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg regarding alleged pressure from the Biden administration concerning Facebook's handling of medical misinformation. While platforms like YouTube and Meta have faced criticism for spreading misinformation, recent political shifts have seen them rolling back some of the stricter moderation policies implemented during the pandemic. Alphabet's letter emphasized their commitment to keeping the digital ecosystem safe, reliable, and open to free expression. The reinstatement of these accounts is seen by many as a victory for free speech advocates and a direct result of the committee's investigation. It raises questions about the balance between combating misinformation and ensuring open political debate on major online platforms. This is a developing story with major implications for online speech. Don't go anywhere, because we're about to wrap up all the biggest headlines of the day with a lightning round recap you won't want to miss. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. Google is reinstating YouTube accounts banned for political speech. Creators are challenging Hollywood with a new studio system. The Biden administration faced scrutiny over pressuring Google about COVID-19 content, and YouTube is bringing back conservative accounts after a major investigation. Don't miss out on any of the trending news. Hit that like button, subscribe to Google Trends Hub for daily updates, and ring the notification bell so you're always in the know. Share your thoughts in the comments below and follow us on all our social media channels to stay connected.